I'm about to interview two of the richest men in the entire world, and I'm not talking billionaires. No. Are you a millionaire?
I'm not a millionaire, but according to Forbes, I'm a billionaire. Does Forbes lie? I don't know.
But that's not all, because like I said, I'm gonna be interviewing not one billionaire, but two of them. So you're a billionaire.
Yes, multi-billionaire.
What was the most amount of money that you made in a single year?
November 1st, 2021. That's the day we sold body armor to Coca-Cola for $8 billion, and that was the most money that ever came into my account in one time.
And the craziest part, you guys, most people go their entire lives without ever speaking to a billionaire. And in this video, I'm gonna be meeting up with and interviewing two of them in less than 1 hour. But before we do that, you guys, since I'm in a literal billionaire hub out here in Florida, I'm gonna be hitting the streets to go and find the hidden wealth that is out here in one of the richest states in America.
Listen, the real billionaire secret is there's no secret. You set out to make 100 grand and then you make $1 billion.
So this video is about to be insane from start to finish, so stay tuned until the end. With that being said, come with me to meet some billionaires. Excuse me, sir. Sir, is this your Rolls Royce?
Yes.
And how did you get a Rolls Royce? What did you do to become wealthy?
See all these beautiful buildings around here with all these great retail tenants?
Yes.
That's what I do. I own and operate retail shopping centers throughout the state of Florida.
How long have you been in real estate for?
28 years.
Over these 28 years, what was the most amount of money you made in a single year?
Not going to tell you that.
Could you give me a range?
No.
More than $10 million?
A lot more.
More than 100?
I'm not going to tell you. They're going to get me kidnapped.
Yeah, I go all over the world. I go all over the world interviewing millionaires and billionaires. Can I get 1 minute with you for our channel?
Absolutely. Let's do it.
How much real estate do you own now?
I own a lot of real estate.
Do you think a home is a good investment?
The home is a terrible investment. The home is not an investment.
But a lot of people would disagree with that, though.
Right, I get that all the time, and I argue this point with people over and over, and I actually own a home, and I can tell you it's the stupidest investment you could make. It is not an investment, neither is this car, it's not an investment, it's a luxury item you want to have. And I could take you back over time, homes don't always go up in price. The problem is most people that are 40 years old and younger have never seen a bad real estate market. I've lived through them, and by the way, homes do go down in price.
So if somebody has $100,000 saved up right now, where would you put that money in today's world?
I'd go right into a commercial property, I'd find an asset class you like. The truth is, multifamily is the easiest one to get into. You could buy a duplex, a triplex, put $100,000 down, you could easily buy a $300,000-$400,000 property. You need to manage it yourself, you need to lease it yourself, you need to take care of it, running all the books yourself, learn the game. Fix it up, keep it going, then eventually you can refinance it, pull some cash out of that and go buy another.
What's the best time to buy real estate?
Always the best time to buy real estate.
Always?
Always the best time to buy real estate.
What about in a bad market?
Always the best time. If it's a bad market, it's a good time to buy, and if it's a good market, it's a good time to buy. You always want to be buying real estate.
Why?
Because it's generational, and if you're not going in with the flip, this is not like wholesaling and trying to get in and out. If you're going in and saying, I'm going to buy this property and I'm going to keep it for 10, 20, 30 years, it's always a good time to buy. And by the way, nobody can time a market, so you can watch all the stuff you want on the news, all the stuff you want in the newspapers. None of it's right. If anybody really knew, they'd be the richest man on earth. And one of them, Warren Buffett, will tell you all the time, you can't time anything.
What's your name?
Todd Napola.
Todd, the majority of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck. What keeps people broke in today's world?
Lack of financial education. You know, I was never a great student in school, but the schools simply do not teach you what to do when you get out of school. They teach you how to be good at history, math, science, and so on and so forth. They teach you how to get into college, but they don't teach you how to get a mortgage, how to balance a checkbook, what to do with credit card debt, what's good debt, what's bad debt, why you should be buying a business, not buying a damn jet ski. That's what they don't teach you.
So let me ask you this. If you can instill one money lesson in every person watching this video right now, what would that be?
Don't listen to the masses. The masses are entirely wrong. The masses are going to tell you the right thing to do is to save in your 401k and your IRA account. It's going to tell you to buy a house and pay it off in 30 years and hope you get a job with possibly a pension and you're going to be okay. You won't. Take care of yourself. Be financially responsible.
Did you ever have anybody that doubted you in business?
Oh yeah, you're going to have a lot of doubters, but doubters don't necessarily doubt you because they don't think you could do it. They're just afraid you might do something that they're not doing, and then they got to hold themselves accountable. And that's a big problem for people. So don't worry about what people tell you no. Do your own thing, stay in your own game, and keep chugging forward.
What did you learn about entrepreneurship that surprised you?
It's way better to be an entrepreneur. Most people think it's scarier, but it's way better to be an entrepreneur than to work for someone else.
Do you think everybody's built for entrepreneurship?
Oh no. I think a lot of people think they are, but when you find out what it's like to be the boss, it's not always that much fun.
How old are you now?
52.
And if me and you died tomorrow and you could leave one more guiding principle to the younger generation, what would that be?
What worries me for your generation specifically, I have two daughters your age, is this image that's out there and everybody's competing against a non-existent thing. What I mean by that is you guys are seeing guys, especially in Miami, in Lamborghinis at 20 years old and living in penthouses. Everybody has a penthouse in Miami. There's not that many, but everybody seems to live in one. And there's an illusion that it's so easy and everybody has it and they give them some stress. And you know, I'm gonna tell you, I have a guy in my office who I let borrow one of my cars because he won a bet with me as a joke. And he literally took pictures of the car and he posted a picture of himself on Instagram. And the other day he was down and I'm like, what's wrong? He's like, everybody's doing better than me. I see it all over Instagram. And I said, you're that guy. You didn't put in your post, that's my car. You're doing the same thing. It's just an illusion. Nobody gets there quick. Yes, there's gonna be some rich kids, but whether you're gonna be the best lawyer, the best architect, the best real estate guy, whatever it is, it's gonna take a lot of time. So don't count other people's money. Don't compare against them, because remember, comparison is the thief of joy. As long as you're making forward progress and having fun, it's gonna be great.
You got amazing advice, my friend. Thank you so much for your time.
It's been a lot of fun.
Guys, I just interviewed one of the richest real estate entrepreneurs in the country, and I want you all to understand something right now. Look, I've interviewed over 25 billionaires, the richest people on the planet. And you know what they all have in common? Every single one of them, they all invest in real estate. But here's the crazy thing, you guys. Next week, on Monday, September 22nd, I'm doing something that I've never done before. I'm going to be hosting the first ever real estate day inside of my private entrepreneur community. I'm hosting 3 back-to-back workshops covering the topics that you need to know to create and build wealth in real estate. The 3 workshops are gonna be taught from some of the richest real estate entrepreneurs on the planet. And they're gonna be covering how to buy real estate with little to no money down. So that way, even if you have no money, you can figure out how to buy real estate. They're also gonna be breaking down the smartest strategies to build passive income through real estate investing so you can learn how to make money while you sleep. And lastly, they're gonna be breaking down how to find, fund, and flip properties, even if you're starting from scratch. But do you guys wanna know the craziest part about Real Estate Day? Do you know how much it's gonna cost you to come learn from 3 of the most dominant real estate investors in the entire world? It is completely free to join. You are literally gonna be able to learn from and ask your specific questions directly to some of the richest real estate tycoons in the entire world. They're gonna be mentoring you directly and for free. Understand this, you guys. The way to get rich in today's world is to learn directly from the people who've already built empires and do exactly what they tell you to do. Implement those strategies to build wealth in real estate. So to get access to Real Estate Day this next week and access to the #1 most powerful entrepreneur community in the entire world, all you have to do is go down, click the link in the description of this video to join the community for free and get access to Real Estate Day this next week. I can't wait to see you there. With that being said, let's get back to the video. All right, you guys, so we're right now actually gonna be linking up with John Morgan, billionaire lawyer, the richest lawyer in America, you guys. He built one of the largest law firms in the entire world, and we're gonna be meeting up with him again. You guys saw our interview that we did with him the first time, but it's time to run it back. We're in his city. We're gonna be getting the blueprint from him on what it takes to become a billionaire and one of the hardest industries in today's world. There he is. What's going
I
on,
thought they were
John?
gonna send like some rum-dum to do the questions, and you'd be coming from Austin.
Absolutely, man.
It's you yourself.
Yes, sir. It's good to see you. I know since last time our video got like 60 billion views because of you.
Is that why you're back?
That's why I'm back. and they need some more billionaire secrets today.
Listen, the real billionaire secret is there's no secret. You set out to make 100 grand and then you make $1 billion.
Who am I here with today?
I'm John Morgan.
Are you a millionaire?
I'm not a millionaire, but according to Forbes, I'm a billionaire. Does Forbes lie? I don't know.
They don't lie.
I don't know.
How did you make your billions?
I built the largest personal injury firm in North America.
So was the sacrifice worth it to become a billionaire?
It wasn't a sacrifice.
Why not?
The journey is the reward. It was all fun. I wasn't looking to get rich. I was just looking to build a business. And then you wake up one day and you're an old man and here you are.
I asked you in our last interview, have you ever been fucked over before?
And I told you, yes, I have, but I fucked back. I know you like that.
Now there's over 8 billion people on planet Earth. There's only like 3,000 billionaires. What's the one thing that you did differently from 99.999% of other people?
Look, I don't know. And people who say they do are lying. It works like this. It's a bunch of left turns, right turns, U-turns, backing up, and all of a sudden it ends up here. One bad turn, one wrong turn. It's all different. So I don't pat myself on the back. I don't say, hey, John, you're great. Drop me in a city and I'll be a billionaire in a month. No, I go, thank you, God, for letting me have this great luck.
Now take me back to the most life-changing conversation you ever had. What is the greatest advice you ever received throughout your career?
The most important person in my life was a guy named Bill Dimitri. He built things all over Florida. I gave the eulogy at his funeral. And the other thing he told me that I never forgot was this: John, the money does not belong to you. The money belongs to God. And if you remember this world's going to end like this. And on our last day, we're not going to be talking about money or what deal we didn't do. We're going to be talking about and thinking about the time we didn't spend with the people we love. Money's important, but at a certain point, it's not that important.
As a billionaire, would you consider yourself to be smart?
I am not smart, and I know I'm not smart, which is very good. But I'm smart enough to know I'm not smart, and I'm smart enough to hire people who are smart. I read a book once called Tight about Rockefeller. And in that book, they said he built Standard Oil. And somebody asked him, how can you build this oil company? You're not a scientist. You're not a geologist. You're a bookkeeper. And here's the line I underlined. I hire scientists. I'm not a smart guy, but I'm smart enough to go find smart guys and girls.
So the richest people in the world, they bring other people in to do the task for them.
Look, Steve Jobs, he didn't build Apple. Woz built it. You know who the billionaire is?
Who?
Jobs. You know who the billionaire's not? Woz. Woz was the genius of Apple, not Steve Jobs. How many people watching this even know who I'm talking about when I say Woz?
Nobody.
But everybody knows who Jobs is.
How important is it to surround yourself with the right people?
Look, one time a guy named Bill McBride was running for governor. He was head of Holland & Knight, big law firm, and he told me this. Your children are one friend away from total disaster. And if you don't separate it when you see it, you could lose your kid. And twice during my children's lives, I cut off 2 different children from coming to our house or going to their house. It's hard to do because your kids are like, what are you talking about? That's my friend. But we know better than our kids at that age. And it's hard to do. But what's harder to do is to let your kid go down that road and end up like that kid.
And they completely fuck up their lives.
And they completely fuck up their lives. Listen, when you lay and sleep with pigs, you get pig shit on you. You cannot sleep with pigs and get up without pig shit. That's from my brother Tim.
How can somebody connect with a billionaire?
Read a book called Never Eat Alone. If you're just going to sit at your desk and not get out your comfort zone, if you're not going to have lunch, if you're not going to go to a convention, if you're not going to network, you're not going to do shit. Luck doesn't just come. Luck comes when you're looking for opportunity. If you're not looking for opportunity, you're going nowhere fast. There's a lot of people like a gerbil on a spin wheel. They're running the fuck all day long. At the end of the day, oh my God, I'm exhausted. Hey, you went no fucking where. You got to leave the cage. You got to get outside. You got to come around. Hey, I'm at this convention. I'll speak here. I'll go there. I'll go to the happy hour. I'll network. You're not going to make money or find opportunity or luck or blessings or whatever you want to call it in the cage running on a spin wheel.
If I took everything away from you and all you could keep is one trait, one skill set, one mindset to become a billionaire and make it back, what would that be?
Keep your word and hire great people and share. Listen, the great circuses are built. The Ringling Brothers, Barnum and Bailey. You see these little bullshit circuses around with a seal limping around. The reason that Ringling Brothers, the greatest circus ever, was this. The people came to see the lion and the tiger eat the man in the middle. You know why they don't eat the man in the middle? Because he loves them and feeds them. If you're building a business, think about the guy in the ring and why the lions don't eat him. Because he loves them and feeds them. And when you see the great Walinda up on the wire walking without a net, you know why he didn't fall? Focus. Focus, love them, and feed them.
You got amazing advice, man. This is awesome. Thank you, John. Guys, we just interviewed the billionaire lawyer John Morgan once again. He just gave us a masterclass. But as promised you guys, I told you I was going to be interviewing 2 billionaires in less than an hour, and that's exactly what we're going to go do. We're about to head out right now to go meet up with an interview that multi-billionaire Mike Rapoli at his house. You guys, the time has now come. We just got to Michael Rapoli's house, or should I say one of his houses out here in Orlando, Florida. And he lives, as you can see, at an absolute compound out here, you guys. But it's as expected. Guys, he's one of the richest men in the entire world. He sold not 1, but 2 companies to Coca-Cola, one of the biggest companies in the world, for billions of dollars, you guys. So I'm calling it right now. This is gonna be one of the craziest interviews that I've ever done. I guarantee you, he's got the likelihood to give me more game than just about any billionaire or anybody that I've ever interviewed for that matter, you guys. So let's go meet Michael right now and go see what he has to say for you guys. Come on. Michael,
James?
what's going on, my friend? How you doing?
Hey, come in.
It's great to meet you. Thank you for having us out.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
First of all, you got a nice compound out here, man. This place is incredible.
Yeah, this is my guest home.
We were letting them know, right? Some billionaires make their fortune off of oil or tech, but you built $2 billion companies out of drinks that most people have had in their fridge at one point or another.
Yeah, I did it the consumer packaged goods way. Smart water and vitamin water from 98 to 2007. Sold that to Coke for $4 billion. And then in 2011, started another sport drink called Body Armor. Competed against Gatorade. And we sold that in 2021 for $8 billion. Combined 2 companies to Coke for $8 billion.
Did you think growing up all this was possible?
You know, I always said think big, dream bigger. If you're hitting your dreams, you're not dreaming big enough. My dreams are bigger now than they were when I was 15.
Now, I got one rule for today's interview. There's no holding back. You give them the secrets and the blueprint on what it takes to become a billionaire in today's world. Can we make that happen?
Can they handle it?
We're gonna have to find out.
Let's fucking go then.
What's more important, product or distribution?
Always the product. The product, the consumer, The distribution to me is the least important. The least important. I'll tell you why.
But Warren Buffett says distribution is the key to everything.
Well, that's Warren Buffett's 95 years old. Mike Rapole's 55 years old. There's a big difference. And that's why he's an investor in Coca-Cola and his company buy my companies. So I thank Warren for approving 2 deals of my companies to Warren Buffett. So
Do you think it's better to be an investor or to start businesses? Because investor, it's not as intensive. Entrepreneurship's hard, man. You got to eat shit for a long time.
Well, but being an investor, you don't control anything. You control that guy's decisions. I want to bet on myself. If you're a real entrepreneur, you don't bet on other people. You bet on yourself.
Did you ever doubt yourself?
I never doubted myself, but I knew I was going to lose.
Did you have
I knew
people
it was
that
gonna-
doubted you?
Everybody. And by the way, not always in a negative way. My mom and dad told me to be careful. You know, they were immigrants coming from France. My dad was a waiter. My mom was a seamstress. So when I was making big money just having a job, you know, at a water company, and I said at 28 years old, I want to go partners with this guy, Darius Bykoff, and I want to do this. They said, oh my God, be careful. I took a pay cut to start my own company. I took a pay cut to be president. And I was president of a $100,000 company. But it grew to $750 million and we sold Coke for $4.1 billion. Let's go back to distribution one. At the end of the day, distribution is just a delivery agent or a way to get product out there. If you build a product that consumers demand, you don't have to worry about distribution. Those accounts are going to call you for your products. My customers are asking you for your Body Armor sports drink. Then you know you created the demand and they come to you.
Let me ask you this. Did you come from a lot of money?
Yeah, I was. My parents were worth about $5,000. I lived in a 2-bedroom apartment with 6 people. I slept in the same room with my brother for 28 years, who became a New York City cop, which you couldn't pay me $20 million a year to do that. My mom and dad were in the next room, and my grandmother and my aunt slept in a pull-out couch, and we had 1 bathroom and a beautiful shower curtain, and that was it.
So you didn't come from money. How did you get the money to start your business?
At the end of the day, when you're only a $100,000 company, you're looking at $10,000. I took money from friends, family. My partner had money. We put it all together, and at the end of the day, we didn't try to grow quick. That's the other thing. We did $100,000 the first year. Second year, we did $500,000 at Vitamin. Then we did $1 million. Then we did $3 million. Then we did $9 million. Then $32 million. Then $50 million, all the way to $750 million. Body Armor was the same thing. It went from $1 million to $1 billion and sold for $8 billion. So it's starting slow. If you want to build $1 billion company, you have to build a $100 company first, then a $1,000 company, then a $100,000 company, then $1 million company, then a $10 million company. So it's not going to happen overnight. And that's the biggest thing. Everybody says, oh, I want to be an entrepreneur. I want to be successful. I want to be rich. But I spend more time talking people out of being an entrepreneur. Because this is what I say. First 5 years for an entrepreneur, I call the survival years. Every single day, you could go bankrupt. There were days that I didn't think we could make payroll.
Did you almost fail?
No, I failed. I failed every time. But what is the definition of failure? Going bankrupt? No, we didn't do that. But having a bad sales month or bad day or lose $2 million and have to find a way to survive? Yeah. So failing is good. If you don't fail in life, you're not trying hard enough. I fail more than anybody that's ever failed in the world. I love failing. Failing means I've taken to as far as I can, and now I got to figure out another fucking way to get to the next level. If you're not failing, that means you got a lot more in the tank. I'm finding out at 55 years old, I still have a lot more in the tank. I'm happy. I'm not content. Once you get content, you might as well just give it up.
But you've already sold 2 businesses for billions of dollars, and you're not satisfied. Why not?
Because there's a lot more to do. There's things to do with your family. There's things to do with your friends. There's things with businesses. At the end of the day, what you find out is that whether you're a great basketball player or a great coach or a great musician or a great athlete or a great entrepreneur, at the end of the day, you think you're competing against the outside or you're competing against people. That's really just noise in your head. You're just competing with yourself. There's a great poem out there. Everybody should read this called Man in the Glass. At the end of the day, if you're happy with yourself, you're gonna have a great life. If you're miserable with yourself and everybody loves you, you're gonna have a miserable life. So to me, it's me versus me. I'm competing against myself. So Mike Rapoli at 55 is competing with Mike Rapoli at 45 and 35. My goal is to be better every day, or even worse sometimes, suck less every day. And push myself. The guy that pushes me the most is Mike Rapoli. The guy who pushes Tom Brady the most is Tom Brady. The guy who pushes Kobe Bryant the most is Kobe Bryant. Not his teammates, not his coaches. People who are great have to live up to their expectations. They're tougher on themselves than they are their teammates. So at the end of the day, it's your level. As long as you know that you're competing against yourself and you want to be great, you should never be content. Happy is great. Content is boring.
Most billionaires I've met have lost their minds. Are you a little crazy?
No, I started crazy. So it's not lost your minds. First of all, I think everybody's crazy. I talk about mental illness way different, okay? It's got this stigma. Everybody has something. Everyone gets a little anxiety. Everybody has a little stress. Everybody has a little ADHD. It's okay. Everybody has it. So if everybody just goes out there and says, hey, I have it, and you have it. Now, there are people who have it at different levels, and a lot of people that try to hide their mental illness is why it gets out of control, because the harder it becomes to hide, the worse it can get internally. But I am crazy. I mean, if you ask my wife of 25 years, I'm crazy. If you ask my family, my friends, I'm crazy. If you ask me, I'm crazy. But there's nothing wrong, because crazy people change the world, and crazy people have big dreams. I don't want anybody to be as crazy as me, trust me. But I do want people to take chances and get a little crazier in life and be a little bit more adventurous and take chances and don't be afraid to fail.
How old are you now?
I'm 55.
Mike, if me and you died tomorrow and you had one more message for the younger generation, what would that be?
Oh man, live life to the fullest. Live every day like it should last, and one day you'll be right.
You got amazing advice, my friend.
Thank you, man.
Thank you so
Appreciate
much for
what
your
you
time.
did, too.
Guys, that's a wrap on today's video. I need you all to like and subscribe for amazing content coming every week because nobody's doing this, you guys. We just brought you guys several multi-billionaires back to back for you all. And guys, if you have not already done so, go down, click the link in the description of this video to join the School of Mentors. It's the #1, the most powerful entrepreneur network in the entire world, where I give you guys direct access to the multi-millionaires and billionaires I interview on this channel every single week, where you ask your questions directly to them and they mentor you directly. Guys, I literally give you access to my millionaire and billionaire friends every week. All you have to do is go down, click the link in the description to join. I can't wait to see you on the inside. With that being said, we'll see you in the next video.